Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are in the world. I am Tigris Osborne. I'm the chair of NAAFA, the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance. And welcome to our spring virtual brunch. We are super excited to be with you today in Fat Community, having some joy of the season together, making new friends and seeing old friends in this virtual space. I am coming to you virtually from the greater Phoenix area, which is Autumn land. We encourage those of you who are with us live to share in the chat where you are coming from. And we encourage you to learn more about whose land you're on, to value and respect and support the Indigenous people of the land where you live. We are joined today by our friends from Pro Bono ASL. Today's interpreters are Selena and Trani. Pro Bono ASL does the important work of creating accessibility at events. And although, as their name indicates, they do this work free of charge for many events, we do compensate our interpreters today, and we encourage you to give to Pro Bono ASL and also to give to NAAFA so that you can support this kind of accessibility in the work that we do. We're just gonna go ahead and get started with our spring brunch. And to learn more about other things that we have going on, you can follow us on your favorite social media at NAAFA Official, NAAFA Official, or you can visit us at our website, which is naafa.org. I'm going to introduce you now to our special guest host. Today's host is Matthew Simko. Matthew is a host and style expert appearing on television shows across the Northeast for the last 10 years. He's been featured in The Guardian, Reader's Digest, the Boston Globe, Boston Herald, and Boston Magazine. You might see a theme there. These days, you can mostly find him on Instagram, as Simko says, posting photos, fit check reels, and occasionally a thirst trap. He believes that looking good and feeling good is for everybody and everybody. Matthew, about these thirst traps.
Hi.
Hi.
Sometimes you're just feeling yourself and you got to get it out there,
Hey, we love it. What is a fit check video?
A fit check, it's when you kind of like show the outfit, right? What you got going on, kind of top to bottom. Make sure everyone kind of sees what you got and what you're doing. So, yeah.
Can I ask you what you're loving about spring fashion?
Oh my gosh, so many things. I really just love that this is the season of layers. And you kind of get to put on or peel off whatever you want at any time. So, in the morning you start with a denim jacket, and by the end of the day you're in a t-shirt, which I love.
Love it. Love it. Well, be sure, friends, to check out Matt's Instagram so that you can see some of Matthew's layers. Literally, figuratively, all the layers of Matthew. I'm
like an onion.
Like an onion, like a parfait.
Parfait. Everybody loves a parfait.
Everybody loves a parfait. I'm going to go ahead and let Matthew take it from here. Thanks for being with us today, everybody. Happy spring.
Happy spring, everyone. Tigris, thank you so much. And I'm so excited and so happy to be back hosting another brunch and to have everyone here today. We've got some great folks with us here today. And first off, we're going to bring on Ron Blakely. Ron is a Southern California-based singer and actor, recording artist of Black and Filipino heritage. They started singing at a young age and went on to study voice and guitar in high school. Ron fell in love with theater while pursuing their Bachelor of Arts at the University of Redlands and honed their vocal performance skills at summer programs at Berklee College of Music in Boston, a place where I lived for a very long time. Their music draws influence from soul, R&B, folk, musical theater, and of course, pop. As a person with several different intersections of marginalized identities within the performance community, Ron is an advocate for creating inclusive spaces that prioritize diversity. They aim to continue creating work that speaks to many walks of life. Ron, welcome.
Hello, thank you. Hi.
I'm so incredibly happy to have you here today and to hear some music. You've got an original song coming up. 2 original songs today, is that right?
2 today, yes, 2 original
So tell me a little bit about your inspiration of your music and specifically what you're going to perform today.
Okay, well, today I wanted to sing. I typically write like heartbreak love songs and stuff like that. But today, because it's spring, I was like, okay, let me pull from my rep and see if I have anything that is more, geared towards spring and life and stuff like that. So the couple songs the first song that I'm doing right now is called I'm Ready. And I actually co-wrote this with a songwriter friend of mine named Nick Hackledge, and I wrote this about like five years ago, and it's just about meeting someone that you feel like, this might be the person. I'm ready. If you're not ready, then that's okay. I'll wait, or we'll wait. But I'm ready.
I mean, could be heartbreak too. You talk about life and celebration, but there's a lot of heartache packed in there. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. No, exactly. All right. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Everyone, please welcome Ron with I'm Ready.
Thank you. Search for that special someone, hope we don't find what will hurt. So we know that one that can change the way I see my day. So should we rush into this thing right away, or should we slow it down and go day by day? 'Cause I'm ready. If you're ready, and if you're not ready, please don't forget me. Now I'm trying to find what's inside my mind, and the memory is you. But my mama says there will be a time when I'll try to find my muse. And now you've changed my ways, I hope you feel the same. So should we rush into this thing right away, or should we slow it down and go day by day? 'Cause I'm ready. If you're ready, and if you're not ready, please don't forget me. Yeah. You've changed my ways, I hope you feel the same. So should we rush into this thing right away, or should we slow it down and go day by day? 'Cause I'm ready. If you're ready, and if you're not ready, please don't forget me. 'Cause I'm ready. If you're ready, and if you're not ready, please don't forget me. Don't forget me.
Ron Blakely, folks, right there. Wow. I'm feeling things. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm getting some feels up in here. Ron, what an incredible song. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There was a lot of heartbreak in that joy. I can feel that for sure.
Definitely.
For sure, because without heartbreak, what is joy, right? And
Truly.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
So you're going to be coming up a little bit later, right? You've got another song for us to sing in just a little bit. Is there as much heartache in that one as this one?
No, it's
life?
a little even more joy.
Yeah. Okay, great. Because I love I'm a real sucker for a heartbreak anthem, a sad song. I saw a meme this morning that said sad songs and iced coffee only. And I'm like,
oh my gosh, no, that's my vibe too.
we need to keep vibing on that thing. So I can't wait to hear a little bit more. Ron, thank you again. That was really incredible this morning. All right. So we are going to go into some breakout rooms now. We are back. Everyone's breakout rooms. I hope we're productive. We talked a lot about flowers and planting and everything in our yard. So we talked about some rhubarb blossoms that were blooming for dawn. Darlene talked about how people in the desert try and plant things, but nothing really grows. But she has some rosemary blossoms in her backyard. And I talked about eating squash blossoms, stuff them with ricotta cheese and fried a little bit, which is like so delicious. So yeah, we had a really good chat, and I hope everyone else did too, about spring and everything that happens. Speaking about delicious things, coming up next, we have Danielle G, a fashionably famished. She's created foodie and lifestyle content since 2018. Blog posts and videos. She shares honest opinion and provides insights on topics, including casual style, my favorite style, food, restaurants reviews, and more recently, motherhood. Her content is meant to inspire and create community for fat folks to be seen dining and thriving. Our charcuterie expert and beyond, Danielle G, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Today's going to be a little different, though.
But you still love charcuterie, right? That's totally your
yes.
thing. Yeah.
I mean, it's the adult Lunchable. What's not to love?
You know, it's so funny is I was just watching back a TV segment that I had done years ago about doing a charcuterie board at a picnic. And I had sort of had an impromptu event where I literally had like charcuterie in my trunk. Like I just happened to have meat in my trunk. And I said on live television, I have meat in my trunk. And it went
oh my
down.
gosh.
It was like a blooper moment right there.
Yes, definitely.
Love that. Danielle, what do we have today? Spring brunch. That's what we're working on, right?
Yeah. So when I think of brunch, at least this is just me, myself, and I think of champagne. I like champagne. I love champagne. I love rosé. So this could actually be done with champagne, rosé, wine, apple cider, like, any type of little fancy beverage that comes in a really cute bottle, but you want to like bring it to somebody. Like there's lots of brunch things happening. Mother's Day is coming up. All these beautiful events are starting to come up where we're getting out and about, and you might want to bring the hostess a gift. So instead of just handing them a bottle like this, we could spruce it up by doing a bottle with some flowers. So I'm kind of going to do like this is rosé. So I'm going to do like a rosé bouquet. Oh, it rhymes. Perfect. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it.
Let's do it.
Camera. So I am going to use one of these floral foam rounds, and I need this to actually sit in the actual bottle. So I just need to make an impression. I'm just going to lightly press in the center. And if you can see the impression. And then I would just get a knife and then just cut a circle. It will end up looking
any craft store, right? You can get those.
Yeah, you can get these any craft store.
Pretty much everywhere. Dollar store now.
Maybe the dollar store. I'm not sure. You have to make sure it's going to soak in water. You don't want to get the one. So that's a great question. Thank you. You have to make sure you get the one that's going to soak in the water for real flowers. That's what I'm using at least. If you're going to use fake flowers, you could just do do a regular foam. Cool. So in the end, it's going to look like this with like a donut, and you're going to take it and put it in water. I'm just going to let you know I already soaked mine because it takes maybe 10, 15 minutes. And so it's very heavy, and I'm going to start putting the flowers in it. And you could do it by putting this on top. I just went to Trader Joe's or any grocery store. You could just get flowers that you like, and you can I'm using kitchen scissors, which I know you're not really supposed to use, but they're really, really sharp. And I'm just going to start going around and then build on top of it, and it will make like a little flower dome. And what I like about this idea is that this could be taken off and you could put it in a bowl of water, and it could be like an actual decoration for maybe the actual event that you're going to be going to. So I'm not a florist. I just know what I like looks good together, I guess. And when you already buy a bouquet that has the flowers already put together, you could do your own thing and like be creative with it, which makes it like more fun. And there's like less stress because, you know, all the color combinations are going to go really well with it. So this is where we're at so far. I haven't done the back, but we'll just make it work for now so we can at least see something.
Trader Joe's have like the best flowers of any grocery store.
For real. And they're like a really great price. I hope you guys have a Trader Joe's in your area so you could do this.
People get a hate on grocery store flowers sometimes, but I always think that like they're affordable, they look fantastic, and really like if they've made it to the grocery store and they've gone through whatever sort of truck shipping to get there, like they've got to be pretty hardy.
Yeah, I feel that way too, because if these are lasting in my care, I'm more of like a plant person. And so like with the flowers, I'm like, I don't know what I'm really doing.
You know, a while ago, I made friends with the florist at my local grocery store. When I would go in and we were kind of buddies, and she would give me clippings, sort of ones but were still good. So that's how, especially when I was in college, I had fresh flowers all the time. Thanks to Charlene, the shop florist department. She really came through.
Oh, wow. Nice. She really did come through. So
I'm just like a flower crown for your rosé.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna I might actually like hopefully this will save for Mother's Day and give it to my mom. But I'm also trying to like make it last as long as possible. I'm using like the alum powder that they put in the packets, and I'm just like dipping the ends. So you see it? I didn't want to show it on camera because it looks like a white powder pile. So I don't know if it looks appropriate for for what it actually is.
I've actually heard that a little sugar in the water too can help your flowers.
Yeah, I did hear that too. And I also heard like pulling the petals of like the first layer, like these are white roses, so I don't know how well they're gonna do. But I thought they were so pretty. And it'll help open the flower a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite flower?
My favorite flower is I love orchids, which of course are like the most bougie flower out there.
It's impossible to keep alive, right?
I feel like they are, which is here's like a wild story. I got a flower I used to be a teacher. I got a flower from a student, and it was an orchid because she heard me say I love orchids. And like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared it's gonna die. I'm not gonna keep it alive. And she's gonna ask about it and everything like that. And I kept it alive for 3 years, which is how long I was at that school.
Whoa.
I know. And it bloomed 4 times on me. I don't even know what I did, but impressive. I think I treated it like a regular plant, which would be just leave it alone and water it like, you know, a couple times a month. And it was like totally fine.
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
How's it looking, guys? What do you think so far?
And it's not just for the spring, right? You can do this seasonally for all sorts of different times of year.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, because I thought it was just like for spring, we think of like flower, like that's our vibe right now. It's like flowers and whatnot. I just thought this was just so pretty, and it could be like something you could actually enjoy multiple ways as a beverage and as like a beautiful decor piece.
I am fully in favor of dual purpose anything, right?
Yeah. It makes, and it's like, you can feel the love from, if you got this, like, oh, wow, you made this for me. Aw, you really do care about me.
Spooky one at Halloween.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Orange and white flowers. Maybe I've seen black roses in the fall.
Yeah, like black roses. And I'm also thinking like marigolds, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. That would be really cool. Maybe over a bottle of tequila or something like that.
Oh yeah, any kind of bottle would totally work for this. Yeah. And I'm not going to take credit for this. I actually saw this on Instagram and I thought it was so cool. The person who I saw her do this, her account is A Piece of My Glam Home. And it actually came like in one of those recommended videos. And I'm glad. I was like, oh my gosh, I asked Tigress, is this okay for the demo? I'm like in love with this. I can't stop thinking about it. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. So I hope you guys like it too. And I mean, even you could just for yourself. I like it. It looks so pretty.
It's filling in quickly too. It's not like you have to spend hours on this.
It's like I thought I wouldn't make it. This part did take like maybe 10 minutes, this part right here. And I'm only using 2 bouquets from Trader Joe's, and I just have a little bit from the back to do still. So the 2 bouquets are, one's a big bouquet and one's just like with the filler of the mums, and I think this is looking gorgeous.
When you make your bottle that's pretty, you could probably do a little bit of a less expensive bottle of wine, right?
Yes.
Maybe a less expensive, even like Italian sparkling sodas come in these beautiful bottles now.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. Those Italian sodas are so good too.
Yeah. And they're super pretty. Plus the colors are great on those too.
And this was like totally accidental. I just picked something I already had because I'm doing it for myself. And I'm like, this is like my favorite rosé. It's like a gift to myself, basically, right now.
Do you have any other brunch tips or favorite kind of brunch things that you do? Favorite brunch item to order?
Definitely. Like if you're going to be having, especially like a bottle of champagne or for like mimosas or something like that, having different kind of mixers. I like that. Like besides orange juice, like doing like grapefruit juice or just having so many of those options available are really nice for brunch, at least in my personal opinion, because I just love breakfast. So that's why I think brunch is like my absolute jam.
Same.
Breakfast is for me.
I'm
a huge breakfast fan.
When I entertain, I generally don't cook. Like I'll prepare, but like I'm not like actively cooking, right? Like you can roast the chicken and let it sit for an hour and then serve that to people. But for brunch, I love to do a bag of bagels, have them sliced at the store, right at the bagel shop.
Yeah.
I'm in a paper bag. You roll that bag down and then just do a big platter of like all the bagel fixings, right? You can do your cream cheese, lettuce, cucumbers, salmon if you want to do lox on there, red onion, and just put that on a platter. And then not only did you not cook, you don't have to prepare because then your guests put together their bagels by themselves. So it's a real kind of cheat.
Oh yeah, that's smart. And you could actually make that like a charcuterie board.
It's like a charcuterie board. Exactly. In case people didn't join us in our holiday one, Danielle put together this incredible charcuterie board. And we were all definitely kind of gagging over this board and how much we loved it. So,
oh, you guys are so sweet.
This is sort of like, I feel like you're claiming, or you're not claiming.
I definitely love a good charcuterie board anytime, anywhere. It's like so easy to put together.
Look at how quickly this has come together for you. This is incredible.
I know. So you guys, how long has it been? Like 10 minutes?
Yeah, if that. I mean, 7-8 minutes or so. It all comes together just like that. And then so you've got your flowers, you've got your bottle of wine, soda, whatever you want to bring. And talk about impressive showing up at someone's door with that, right?
Right. It is a little heavy. I'm not going to lie, because the foam does get heavy because it's soaked with water. And that's one thing. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, if you guys are going to use the foam that's going to soak in all the water, you have to just like put it on top of the water and just let it absorb. If you push it, like submerge it underneath, it will create air bubbles. And now the flowers won't have enough water. So that's why you just let it sit there. It only takes like 10 minutes. I think I said that, but just in case, make sure you guys do that. But you can just take it off and just put it in a bowl with water. I don't have a beautiful glass bowl at the moment, but if I did, you just put it in there. Ta-da.
Even just on a plate, it's absolutely beautiful, just like that.
Right? It is a little mullet style right now, just because it's like party. It's the beautiful parts of the front. It's very plain back here, but I'm almost done.
It's incredible.
And I still have a lot of flowers left.
Danielle, you're doing this. I think this is incredible. I kind of want to use it. Keep this in the back of my mind, kind of all year long for all different kinds of events.
I agree. And it's so special. It makes it feel like it's more handmade. I feel like you really thought of the person you're giving it to. Or you can just do it for yourself. Because I mean, like, you're like, I'm going to save this bottle for later. Just put it right here.
Love yourself first. That's my mantra right there. So
yes, for real.
Breakout rooms and meet some other folks.
Yes.
What are your favorite spring things? Your favorite spring things to do or see or eat or whatever?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so reasons I love spring. I have a whole list, guys. All right, so spring, I actually got married in spring. Thank you, Tigress. If it wasn't for Tigress, I wouldn't have met my husband, just so you guys know. And that was, my husband for 12 years. So yeah, Tigress was at my wedding, because if it wasn't for her hosting the FFE events, which were club events for plus size and fat acceptance community, me and my husband would have never met. And that's how we met. And now we have 2 beautiful kids. So that's one reason why I love spring. I also met him in springtime. So it was a spring FFE club event. And my youngest daughter is a spring baby. She's turning 1 later this month. I also love spring for flowers. I'm a huge bloom chaser. I've seen the poppies. Whenever there's a super bloom and I'm able to safely find flowers, take pictures, then I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to, if I'm at least take pictures, but I want to take pictures of the flowers too.
I love that.
And of course, being
my
safe.
Breakout group was talking about the valley in Washington where she lives is covered with tulips. And
oh my gosh, that's so pretty.
Just look down and see it. So that might be next on your bloom chasing adventure.
Right? Yeah, I know in SoCal they have Antelope Valley.
Okay.
And that's a poppy reserve down there. And it's really safe. It has trails and stuff like that. Very safe walking. I recently went to look at the calla lilies in Big Sur. And that one was a little more more hiker approved. You need to hike.
Real hiking, I like to call it.
Yeah, that one was an adventure. And I was I should have wore different shoes because it was it's right on the beach. That's what is wild about all these calla lilies popping up. Is so muddy. And there's actually a huge creek coming in through. So that one was a little, I should have wore different shoes type moment, but I love bloom chasing. That's my favorite thing. And I like to do it with the kids like it. So I think that's really special to do with them as well.
Danielle, where can everyone find you on Instagram? Remind everyone before we head out to break.
You can find me at Fashionably Famished or fashionably_famished, and where you can find more of my content. I haven't posted this yet, but you see restaurant reviews and maybe something that I'm cooking. Definitely see my kiddos a little bit. And yeah.
That's awesome. Danielle, it's always so exciting to see you on these. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to do this, and I'm going to like all of your flower creations on Instagram. You're going to find me double tapping all over that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Of course. Good to see you. All right. So before we go into these breakout rooms, we actually have a prompt based on Danielle's creation. So you'll introduce yourselves to your new friends in those rooms, and then share a memory that's inspired by flowers or that gifting idea like Danielle showed in her demo. So think about, have you ever given a great gift like that, received something beautifully handmade and wonderful? So that is our prompt as we go into these breakout rooms now. We have about 8 or 10 minutes or so in those, and then we'll come back and we've got another final performance from Ron Blakely. Can't wait to see that. We're back from our breakout sessions. I hope everyone got to know their group members a little bit better. I had some great folks. I had Peggy and Gina in my room. We talked a lot about gardening once again, and I talked about my absolute love of fresh garden tomatoes, a little bit of salt on them, a little bit of pepper. Is there anything better than a really juicy, good tomato? That's what I want for lunch today. So thanks to my group for getting me all excited and ready to go on those. All right, so we've got just a couple minutes left in our program today. So we're going to bring Ron Blakely back on the screen over here for another performance. Ronnie, you think you're ready for round 2 over here?
I'm as ready as I can be. Let's go.
So tell us about the song and the inspiration for it.
Yeah, so this song is actually one of my favorite songs that I've written because I typically, when I perform it live, I have audience participation because it has a really repetitive part and it's fun to have the people sing it back. For this, we'll just be, you can sing it at home.
We'll do it in the chat.
Yeah, you'll be in the chat. Just type it in.
So when you read it, we'll start typing in that chat.
Yeah, this...
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's called So Into You.
Yeah. Ron Blakely.
Thank you. Pictures flashing through my mind of you and me so intertwined, tangled in each other, dancing till we're numb. The way you move, it turns me on, moving faster with the song, spinning round and around, and I can't help it, I'm falling down. I'm falling down, so into you. I'm falling down. I'm falling down, so into you, baby. I feel your hand clasp onto mine, and then my heart beats out of time. I'm falling so fast for you, I can't get enough. I love the way you make me feel. I never felt something so real. Makes me think that maybe you could be the one. I'm falling down. I'm falling down, so into you. I'm falling down. I'm falling down, so into you, baby. This is the part. Hey. I'm so into you, so into you, so into you. I think I love you. I'm so into you, so into you, so into you. I think I love you. I'm so into you, so into you, so into you. I think I love you. I'm so into you, so into you, so into you. I'm falling down. I'm falling down, so into you. I'm falling down. I'm falling down, so into you, baby. Again, come on. I'm so into you, so into you, so into you. I think I love you. I'm so into you, so into you, so into you. I think I love you. I'm so into you, so into you, so into you. I think I love you. I'm so into you, so into you, so into you. I think I love you.
Yes. So into you, Ron Blakely. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you for having me. This has been so fun.
So much fun. And tell everyone how they can find out more about you, listen to your music, see you live.
Yes. So I am on Spotify, Apple Music, all of the like streaming platforms. If you just look up Ron Blakely, I'm also very active on my Instagram. So at Ron Blakely, RONBLAKELY. And yeah, you can see, get all the updates on all the upcoming shows we're doing, and yeah.
And shout out to your accompanist back there. You want to give a shout out?
This is Jason Masood. Amazing. Thank you so much. And you can also find him on Instagram at Jason Masood. Pretty much everywhere. Yeah, everywhere.
I feel like I just want to jam all day with both of you. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much fun. Ron, thank you. Jason, thank you very much for being here today. This is a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, well, we're rolling into the very end here, surprisingly on time. Tigress, can you believe it?
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. Well,
So
thank you for guiding us on this springtime journey. Matthew Simko, everyone, remember that you can find Matthew at Simko Says, SIMKO SAYS, on your favorite social media. Any last spring words for us, Matthew?
I don't know. Just like keep your head up. You know, I've got blue skies tattooed on my wrist, and it always reminds me that even when there's clouds, there's always blue skies above, and it, quite frankly, saved my life at a point in my life. So spring always reminds me that blue skies are always there above the clouds. So I try and remember that always.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for for being with us today, Matthew. Thanks to our special guests, Ron Blakely and Jason, and Danielle G from Fashionably Famished. Our interpreters today from Pro Bono ASL, Trani and Selena. Thank you very much. And we are really excited, everyone, that one of the things that is going to happen this spring is that we are going to see some new legislation to protect fat people against size discrimination. The city of New York is considering legislation to ban size, height, and weight discrimination in housing, employment, and public accommodation. And the city council will be voting on that bill as soon as next week. So if you're with us live, you will, you're hearing this news before. If you're watching this later on YouTube, this might have already happened. But we are on track to pass that bill, making New York City one of the most populous places in the world to ban size discrimination. To learn more about that and to learn about the other places in the United States that are considering such legislation and NAAFA's work with our colleagues at FLAIR and with support from Dove to help support legislation like this all over the country, you can check our Size Freedom page on NAAFA.org. That's NAAFA.org/size freedom. Be sure to stop by there, sign the petition to support this kind of legislation. And if you would like to see more events like this and support us in hosting virtual events and doing this important legislation work, you can contribute to NAAFA at NAAFA.org/give. Thank you for being with us, everyone. Happy spring to you, and we will see you next time. Take care.